What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Retro. Today we are doing episode 26 of Death Note. For those that have had a chance to catch up with the last two episodes from last week, 24 and 25, you know that those were very, very intense. The best way I can describe it is kind of like the the way that Dragon Ball Z extends fights to like multiple episodes. Death Note does a much, much better job of keeping the flow just constantly going and the overall pace. But the entirety of the show leading up to episodes 24 and 25 were all part of what eventually happened in 24 and 25, which was obviously for those that have seen the show, L dying, which was kind of crazy. And like I knew that it was coming, but at the same time, I just didn't. But yeah, it was a super interesting, especially 25, and 24 too. Like seeing all the different people that put their hands on the Death Note and like their reactions and responses to seeing Rem and uh finally seeing the rules of the Death Note and how it all works. It was like I said, I had been waiting kind of for that moment since the very beginning, and it was very satisfying to finally see that kind of all pan out. So I am quite curious to see what happens in this episode. Like from here, I don't really know like what could go on. Obviously, the last episode left off with Light sort of kind of taking on the mantle of L in the investigation, which, like, okay, so you clearly are not going to ever find Akira, so where do we go from here is kind of where my head's at with it. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited to dive in. It is Monday night, so I'm getting started a little bit early on these, but hoping to at least get one in tonight, and then, as usual, I'll get the second one going Tuesday, along with Fallen Order, and then should have them up later on in the week. But yeah, I appreciate you all a ton. Thank you, everybody, for all of the support on the channels. If you are not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. I do these once every week. I do 2 episodes, and then also doing a Fallen Order Let's Play series as well. We will be diving into day 4 of that this week. So yeah, I super appreciate everybody that's been joining the channel and commenting on the videos. And I was really excited to put out that Bloodborne I can't help playing this game video. It just sort of was a random passion project that popped up within the last couple weeks, and it was exciting to get that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the episode.
Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast, the truth is, we are only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan. In actuality, the first of your victims was a suspect in Shinjuku. Furthermore, his crime was only ever reported inside Japan. I use that information to deduce this much. You are in Japan, and your first victim was little more than an experiment, which means that you haven't been killing for very long. I am sure that somewhere in this list of police officers and the people closest to them, we will find our suspect.
Well,
On
so
December
much
14th,
for that one.
12 FBI investigators entered Japan. Relax, Light. While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature.
This is going to be like a full-on recap,
Look
isn't
at
it?
that. He's going for the win.
Yeah, that's true. Who could have guessed that Watari was actually a famous inventor?
The paper says he founded orphanages around the world using the fortune he inherited from his patents.
I've created a voice filter identical to the one Ryuzaki used. We can use it to make the police think he's still alive and give them orders like we've been doing so far, but Who is gonna take the place of L?
Just as I thought. It's too simple. It's no fun without Ryuzaki here.
I understand. All right, I'll do it.
All that's left to figure out now is what to do with a notebook.
We'll just have one of us take it and hide it somewhere where no one else can ever get to it.
Please, Chief. It's gotta be you.
Yeah, Chief, we can count on you. You're a pillar of justice after all.
You want me to? All right.
Let's move in together.
Do you mean it?
Yeah, I've already rented a place.
Yay! Victory is mine! Misa wins!
Victory? Hey, now that L's dead, does that mean you finally settled the score with him?
Yeah.
So in that case, I guess things are gonna get pretty boring from now on.
From this moment on, I'll show you the creation of the new world.
Oh.
Like, is he just hoping that they assume it's the other Death Note, or? This seems a little crazy.
Yeah, it's a new start. Huh? Hey, Namikawa, what's wrong? That's impossible.
What is it, Roger?
It's L. He's dead.
It was a 10-minute episode! Bro, that was the longest, biggest chunk for a recap that I have ever witnessed in my life. And we skipped part of it, too. Yeah, that was definitely the biggest, chunkiest recap I've ever seen in the history of recaps. Oh, yeah, that like the episode in total was maybe 11 minutes ish at most. Yeah, I don't really know what Light's plan is here with just getting all crazy with the Death Note. And like how is he gonna play it off that this is the other death? I don't get what's going on right now. I'm a bit confuzzled, but also like the orphanage. I wonder what's going on with this dude and the two students' kids that were right in front of the desk. Like, I imagine that they probably are somehow tied in as well. We didn't get to see their faces, but ay. I mean, there's some sort of plot cooking up, so there's that. That's huge. So yeah, I'm excited to see what goes on in episode 27. I think. Yeah, so episode 27 will mark the 10 episodes remaining point, which is that's a lot of episodes a lot of shit can happen in 10 episodes of this show. So yeah, we will see what happens. I appreciate you all a ton for watching. If you are not subscribed, definitely consider dropping a sub. Drop a like. Let me know in the comments if if you think that this show is still as intriguing, interesting, exciting from this point on. Because for me, honestly, like the huge peak was the moment of Elle finally dying, which I was very kind of on the fence either way. Like I wasn't sure how to feel about it. But that moment definitely was the biggest lead up and anticipation that I'd had in this show. Um, so yeah, just curious, do you think the, without spoiling, if the rest of the show kind of does a good job of continuing it on and concluding it, or if you feel like kind of from this point on it starts to, I guess, slow down, be less interesting, less exciting. Obviously that episode was a weird take because half of it was just recap, but yeah, appreciate y'all a ton, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.